This woman proves how hard it is to get the perfect picture at Tokyo's most.
So the boy, somebody was asking me this question that what is the logic behind vertical shift? The logic is you have to refer the points which are in the original graph. The same point, if you refer back in the graph given, then you can see, like for example, here when I have solved vertical shift, what I did is I referred to this point. This point is intersecting at x-axis, that means y equal to 0 here. The same point, if I look into my question, that point is intersecting at y equal to 1. That means now the 0 line has become y equal to 1. Finish. That's the logic I have used, mostly used by people.
And ma'am, I was having a doubt. Can't we take the maximum
Your voice is breaking, Ruqayya.
amplitude, which is 4, and subtract it with the minimum amplitude, which is -2? Ma'am, can't we take the maximum amplitude, which is 4, and subtract it with minus
No. Always go for this practice. Consider the 0 line and then count. Otherwise, your value will be wrong. Always go for this practice. This practice is a good practice. You may get, in some cases, you may get the correct values when you're doing like that. But in some cases, you may not. So always follow a good practice in mathematics. Good practice is first consider the 0 line and then count. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. So we should follow this practice for both cos and sine.
Cos, sine, and even tan also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No, I'm not talking about Ruqayya, first thing. I'm not talking about the practice you should. Here, this A, B, and C. What is A, B, and C? That I explained. In all the graphs, A, B, and C means what is written here is amplitude, what is written here is phase shift, and what is written here is vertical shift. Okay? That also
Okay, ma'am.
you need to
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
Coming back to the next, shall I start the next question? We are having hardly half an hour more. Okay, this question is from coordinate geometry. This question is from coordinate geometry. Again, it is like a treasure hunt where you will be finding the clues, not the direct values given. Using those clues, you will be reaching the treasure. That means you will be reaching the answer. So, PQ is a straight line drawn on a square grid with a scale of 1 centimeter or 1 unit on each axis. Means you will be, P has coordinates -5, A, and Q has coordinates 7, 3A. So there is a line PQ. Let me draw the line PQ. P is a point -5, A. Please mute yourself, everybody. Q is 7, 3A. Turn on your cameras. Mute yourself. I am noting down the names of the students who are not turning on camera. See the next class. Will you be allowed or not? Then, the length of PQ, the distance from P to Q. Length of PQ is nothing but distance from P to Q. So distance from P to Q is given as 4 root 10. I hope everybody can see my screen. So PQ equal to 4 root 10. Now what is our solution? What do we have to find? Find an equation of the perpendicular bisector. This term perpendicular bisector is a very important term. Now first of all, perpendicular means 90 degree. Bisector means, bi means 2, sector means 2 section, 2 parts. So the line whose equation we are supposed to find is a perpendicular bisector of PQ, means it divides PQ into 2 equal halves. This is a very important clue of this question. It is passing through, it is a perpendicular bisector, means it is dividing P and Q into 2 equal halves. Now we know that a line is a set of points. So when we talk about the midpoint is also like that only. No, it divides the line into 2 halves. Midpoint, exactly 2 halves. So I can say this line L, whose equation we need to find, is passing through the midpoint of PQ. From this word perpendicular bisector, I understand that the line L, whose equation we have to find, I am naming it as line L. So line L is passing through midpoint. That is the understanding of the clue given to me. So basically, when you find equation of a line, it will be of the form y equal to mx plus c, where if you know m and c, it is easy to write the equation. So here the idea is I should find m value, I should find c value for L, and then my answer will be complete. But for finding m and c, there is no directly points given. Rather, this clue is given perpendicular bisector. So first of all, if you know this relationship, all of you should know that when two lines are perpendicular to each other, suppose this is M1, this is M2, means slope of line, this line is M1 and slope of this line is M2, then the relationship is M1 times M2 equal to -1 or M2 equal to -1 by M1. So let me give you a numerical example. If M1 is slope 5, suppose for example, slope of line 1, M1 is 5, then my M2 will be -1 by 5. Or suppose if I have a fraction, I'm giving these examples. Slope of line M1 is 2 by 3, then slope of line M2 will be -3 by 2. You know, -1 by 2 by 3 will become -3 by 2. Okay, so now if I know the slope of PQ, it will be easy for me to find slope of L. If I know midpoint, it will be easy for me to find C. So first of all, I should know slope of PQ and midpoint of PQ. But if you see, PQ points are given in terms of A. So first thing is find A. So to find A, we have been given another clue. And the clue is the distance between P and Q is 4 root 10. So the idea here is, these are the steps you are going to follow. First, using PQ equal to 4 root 10, you will be finding A. After finding A, you will be finding slope of PQ. Why are we will be finding slope of PQ? To find slope of L by using this relationship. After that, to find C value, we need to know what is the point it is passing through, which line L. Then from this clue perpendicular bisector, I got to know that it is passing through the midpoint, as the word bisector means dividing half. So exactly it passing from the midpoint. So I should also find midpoint of PQ. Then that midpoint, I'll be substituting in y equal to mx plus c in place of x and y. When I substitute, I get my c. I get my M from here, then I get my C from here. At last, if I write down in place of mx plus c, m and c value, I get my answer. Is the steps clear to everybody here? I hope everyone is following.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, who is ARS? Oh, all of you are close. They have turned off your cameras and sitting simply. I don't know whether you people are writing, not writing, listening or not. Some are in their bed sleeping.
Children, listen to ma'am.
Turn on your
Put on
camera.
your camera. Put on your camera.
Okay, now let us start the solution from the starting. As I said, using PQ equal to 4 root 10. First, we will find A. So, you know distance formula, right? Distance between 2 points is equals to y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. If you don't know, please memorize. I think you may find it in the formula page also. Check out. If not, then you need to remember this. Square root of y2 minus y1. So my x1, y1 is this, x2, y2 is it. Remember, we are finding a here. So 3a minus a whole square plus 7 minus of minus 5 whole square. Abdurrahman Siddiqui equal to 4 root 10. I'm sorry, this is 10. 4 root 10. Now, square root of 3a minus a is 2a. 2a whole square plus 7 minus of minus become plus 7 plus 5 is 12 whole square equals to 4 root 10. Now, because I don't want to use roots in my question, it makes complications. So, I will do squaring on both sides to avoid the roots. So, it will be 2a whole square plus 12 square whole square equal to 4 root 10 whole square. So, this square and root get cancelled. 2a square is 4a square. You know 2a square means 2 square, a square. So 4a square plus 12 square is 144, which is equals to 4 square root 10 whole square. As you know, square will go to both 4 and root 10. Square and root get cancelled. 4a square plus 144 is equals to 16 times 10, which is nothing but 160. I hope this step I have avoided. 4a is equals to
Unmute.
160 minus 144. Halima Kausar, please mute yourself. Halima Kausar, mute yourself. 4a square is equals to 160 minus 144 is how much? 16. A square equals to 16 by 4. A square equal to 4. A is equals to square root of 4, which is A value is 2. We got A value. Only quarter problem is solved now. Now, as we got A value, the points P is minus 5 comma A, so minus 5 comma 2, and point Q is 7 comma 3A, so 7 comma 3 times 2 is 6, so 7 comma 6. We got only P and Q. Now I'm doing here. Now we will find slope of PQ. Next step is to find slope of PQ. Why slope of PQ? Because we want slope of L, which is a perpendicular bisector. I explained you people. So slope formula is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So it will be 6 minus 2 by 7 minus of minus 5, which will be 6 minus 2 is 4 divided by 12. And then 1 and 3. So the slope of PQ is 1 by 3. Now the equation I have to find the equation of line L, which is perpendicular to PQ. So slope of line L will be, as I said, it will be minus 3 by 1, which is nothing but minus 3. Got it? This point is very important. Ye wala slope, if you substitute, you will get wrong answers. We got slope of PQ using this formula. Then we are finding slope of L because both are perpendicular. As both are perpendicular, I know M2 is equals to minus 1 by M1. So minus 1 by 1 by 3 goes to minus 3. This is basic calculation, so you should know. Now I can write down equation of line L equal to y is equals to minus 3x plus c. Still my solution is not complete as I don't know value of c. So for finding value of c, first we will find midpoint of q. Why we are finding midpoint of q? Because the line L is perpendicular bisector to PQ. That means it is passing through the midpoint. So midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Again using these points, minus 5 plus 7 by 2, comma 2 plus 6 by 2, that is minus 2 by 2, comma 8 by 2, which is nothing but minus 1, comma 4. Now I got the point. That point we will be substituting here in half of our equation in place of y and x. So 4 is equals to 3 minus 3 into minus 1 plus c. 4 is equals to 3 plus c. C is equals to, no, it is plus 1, sorry. So this will be plus 1, minus 3. C is equals to 4 plus 3, which is 7. Now I got my complete answer. So equation of line L is y is equals to minus 3x plus 7. That's the answer for your question. Again, following these steps, remember what we have done. We have using this clue, we found A. Using the clue of perpendicular bisector, first we found out slope of PQ that we are using to find slope of L. We completed half of the equation y equal to 3x plus c. Now for c, we are finding midpoint of PQ and then we are substituting that midpoint in place of x and y because both are perpendicular bisector. Line L is passing through the midpoint of PQ. After substituting x and y, we got c as 7. Then my question is complete by giving the equation of line y equal to minus 3x plus 7. That is what he asked here. Give your answer in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Because these are the last set of questions, definitely you have to spend a lot of time here calculating more. And remember, I told you this thing that your last set of questions from 20 to 26, these questions will be your treasure hunt questions, where using the clues, applying your mathematical knowledge, you will be finding the treasure, that is finding the solution. Is this clear? The problem is clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody needs to answer.
No, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
just, don't need to
Yes.
unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
You can just show me a thumbs up.
Yes, ma'am.
That thumbs up will help me in understanding that yes, everybody understands.
That's right.
Hello. Ma'am, can you explain it again?
Whole problem, Malik. Where
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have a doubt, please tell me. In which part of the question there is a doubt? Otherwise, I won't be able to do the next question then. More 10 minutes will be passed in that only. If you were not there in this class, I will send the YouTube link. There you can understand the question again.
Malik, answer where you did not understand, Vitti.
Ma'am, I was not there, ma'am, in the class.
That's very good. That's why I said I'll be locking the class. This is the reason. Anyways, I'm sending the YouTube link of this whole explanation. You can check from there as well. Now moving on to the question. The diagram shows a triangular prism ABCDEF with a horizontal rectangular base. You can see the base. M is the midpoint of line AC. Here he has clearly given. In some question he may not give you, he may give you base. So most of the problems of trigonometry, 3D trigonometry, this question is from 3-dimensional trigonometry where you will be applying SOHCAHTO, but what you have to do is, remember, to apply SOHCAHTO, you need to identify right angle triangle formed in this, and then you have to apply SOHCAHTO. So here line AC is given. So this is your AC line, and the midpoint of line AC is given as this. Then, so the line AC is here and the midpoint is here. So you see the length of AC is given as 40 centimeter. Now this is M. So CM will be 20 and MA will be 20. Angle CAE is given. So again, we need a line. Angle CAE means this angle. This one. This is given as 35. Angle ABF is given as 90. Now, work out the size of angle CME. Means you are supposed to find the size of this angle, which is this one. CME. This angle you need to find. Now, if you see, we have formed two triangles here. एक है bigger triangle, which is CEA. And because this is given 90 degree, even here also we will have 90 degrees only, because these two triangles are identical. So to make you understand that, he has given you here right angle. So this is a right angle triangle in which we have this as 35 degrees and we have this as 40. AC is 40, no? So, and then another triangle is there, jo ki in this only, but here this is M. This is M, and this angle you need to find. You can apply simply, and you know the C to M it is 20, M to A is 20. You need to apply SOHCAHTO to find this angle. So if you apply SOHCAHTO, you need to know this side also. So using bigger triangle CAE, first we will find CE. So first step is to find CE. CE, how we will find CE? We will use this angle and this 40. So tell me, tan 35 equals to opposite by adjacent. So CE by AC. Tan 35 equals to CE we don't know, AC we know 40. This is 40. Now CE equal to tan 35 into 40. Tell me quickly value of CE, please.
28.
28.
28.
We got CE as 28. Now for angle CME, that is what our answer is. For angle CME, we will use again tan. Tan angle CME is equals to opposite by adjacent. That is 28 by, I should take 40 or 20?
20.
20.
Very good.
20.
Because we are talking about CM. Tan CME equal to, tan angle CME equal to 28 by 20. Then, you know, angle CME equal to tan inverse of 28 by 20. Calculate, you will get 54 something.
54.5.
54.5.
As you have to correct to 3 significant figure, 5, you can make it 55. Okay?
So it will be 055.
Yes. Oh, no, it's not a bearing, right? So you can simply write 55
Yes.
degrees also. When it is a bearing, then only it
Yes.
should be 0.55. Okay?
Yes. Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. I just need to write this down with this pen so that later we can refer the same board again. I'm just doing. Any doubt in this question, you can ask me, but this is a very easy question. Those people were lucky in June 2025.
You can take a screenshot of this, children. It's
No need, ma'am. I can send the board link also.
okay, fine.
This board link, when they are clicking, the same board opens in their desktop. They can copy from there.
Okay.
That is why again I'm writing with the ink of this board. This I have used, green one I have used from Zoom.
Right.
Okay. Clear, children? Once this paper is done, I will send. Once this paper is finished next Sunday, I will send you the board link. You can copy. And then I'll be sending the YouTube link for today's class. You can click on that and then you can refer these questions again for explanation.
Hajra, is it not possible in the evening any day?
I
Apart
don't
from
know, ma'am. I
Sunday?
don't think, because it's a very. Anyways, I'll speak to you about this later.
Fine.
Okay, shall we do this question also? One more question, 22, so that we will be finishing with your higher tier questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, the diagram shows a solid cuboid. The volume of the cuboid is V cubic centimeter. Find the maximum value of V. So, though this question looks like from mensuration, but this is not a question from measurements. This is a question from your differentiation. Now, how to identify that this question is from differentiation is when it is given, find the maximum or minimum value. So, whenever you are asked a question to find maximum and minimum value, always refer to the chapter differentiation. Is that clear?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, volume of cuboid, generally we know volume of cuboid is length into base into height. So we will do simply length into base into height. You can see the length and base is given in terms of x. 15 minus 4x into x. Then we get a equation 15 minus 4x. Let us first find out the equation of volume of cuboid. 15x square minus 4x cube. This is the volume of cuboid equation. I'm marking it as equation 1 because we are going to get more equations in this.
And you have multiplied x squared with 15 into 4x.
15x square minus 4x into x square will become 4x cube. I hope everybody knows this, right? Okay. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
find the maximum value of V. So, you know, in the graph, if you remember the differentiation graph, usually you people used to find the equation of the tangent, which slope and the slope of the tangent, slope of the curve and the slope of the tangent is same. So remember, at maximum values, means a maximum point. If you remember, you used to find maximum point and minimum point also of any equation given. Cubical equation is given and then you are asked to find maximum point and minimum point. What you used to do, you know that maximum point and the minimum point, and because it is a cubical graph, let me refer the cubical graph. It is N-shaped graph. Maximum or minimum point पे differentiation जो होता, यानी dy by dx is always 0. So using that concept, we will find the value of x. Okay. And as you can see, this is a graph. This is the equation where x cube has a negative coefficient. So the cubical graph will also be inverted end like this. Okay. And here is the minimum point. Here is the maximum. I don't know which will be minimum, which will be maximum. We don't know. We need to identify that. I'll tell you how to identify that also. So now what I will do is to find my x value, my next step will be, I will be differentiating volume and taking it as 0. So 15x square minus 4x cube, if I differentiate, you know, 2 times 15 will become 30. 30x minus 3 fours are 12x square. I hope you know in differentiation you will be using this formula, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So 2 times 15, 30x. 2 minus 1 will become 1. 3 fours are 12. 3 minus 1 will become 2. Is that clear? I'll take it as equal to 0. Now because I got a quadratic equation, I can solve. So if I take x common, it will be 30 minus 12x equal to 0. Then I have two factors, I have two values of x equal to 0 and 30 equal to 12x. X is equals to 30 by 12. Now, x equal to 0 is not applicable here, not possible. Why? Because x is one of the dimension here. And if the dimensions cannot be 0, if x becomes 0, then there will be no height and no width. If there is no height and no width, that means it's not a cuboid, right? So x equal to 0, not applicable. 30 by 12 is there. So I get 30 by 12 as x is equals to 2.5. Okay, children?
Correct.
I hope I'm doing the correct calculation.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
12 to 24, 12, 5, 60, 2.5.
Now we got x equal to 2.5. We need to check whether this is a maximum point or not. So to check whether this is a maximum point or not, one step is there. You need to remember this step, children. The step is again differentiate dv by dx. Yani first we have differentiated volume. Now we are differentiating this one. So d square v by dx square. That means we are going to differentiate this. So if I differentiate this, I get 30 minus 2 12s are 24x. In this equation, I will substitute x. Pehle differentiate and then substitute this x. If I get negative value, that means value less than 0, then I can say x is maximum. If I get greater than 0, then I can say x is minimum. This point you have to remember. When you are differentiating again and you are getting an equation, then you substitute x value. When you substitute x value, if you are getting less than 0, that means this is a maximum point. If you get greater than 0, then this is a minimum point. So let us see what are we getting. 30.
The answer
Ma'am,
is minus 30.
Yes, thank you. 30
ma'am,
minus
I'm not
20.
getting this 24.
Why you are not getting 24? 2 times 12 is
22,
24.
Oh, now I'm getting.
X
30
square.
minus 24 into 2.5. So that is 30 minus 60 and you get minus 30. You know minus 30 is less than 0. All negative numbers are less than 0, right children? So less than 0. That
Maximum.
means this is a maximum value of x. So then after getting this, just write down this statement here. X equal to 2.5 is max as d square v by dx is less than 0. Write this statement. And because he asked us to find maximum value of v, so if I substitute x equal to 2.5 in my volume equation, equation 1. Kya tha equation 1? 15x square minus 4x cube. So in this equation, I will substitute 2.5. This part was only to decide whether we got x value equal to 2.5 is a minimum value or maximum value. When I did this part, I am confirmed that 2.5 is a maximum value. So then we have to substitute 15 into 2.5 square minus 4 into 2.5 whole cube. Quickly tell me what is the answer you are getting.
35.
10.5, 48.2.
48.25.
48 point.
Two five.
Hold on, children. Let me check the answer. No, the answer is 31.25.
31.25, ma'am.
31.25 you get answer, not what.
31.25.
Do type it in your calculators.
12 fours. 48. Point is after 3 figures. $25, $26, $25, and $25. Yeah, correct.
You get 31.25 children. Check out. That's the answer for your volume. Clear, everybody?
Ma'am, why you
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
cube?
31.25.
Pardon? Why are you?
Taking cube.
Because 2.5 to the power of
Volume
cube.
volume equation we got in the starting 15x square minus 4x cube. That is why we are taking that, because we are going to substitute. We have to find maximum value of v here. So our v is 15x square minus 4x cube. So we will substitute our maximum of x value in this volume equation to get maximum value of v. Right?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that's all for the day.
Ma'am.
In the next class, whenever we meet, we will do the question number 21 to the full paper if we try. We'll try if we go faster here. Okay, children, take
Okay,
care.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
ma'am.
Hajara.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Allah Hafiz.